This is why you must always check the privacy policy on anything you join. So there's a business going around at the minute, and I'm getting pitched, I think, like every day. Well, maybe not every day. I think the other day I had a day off. Um, I don't really want to say the name of the company, and the privacy policy here won't give it away because the name of the business that we're being sort of hit about is another name. So, but it is the same company. So this is their privacy policy right from their page. So it has a number of red flags and potential concerns you should be aware of. And I'm using Perplexity, by the way, to analyze the data and tell me what's what. Um, so it has a number of red flags and potential concerns you should be aware of before agreeing or sharing any personal data. And here's the summary of the main issues. So number one, they explicitly say they can collect your data and they can merge personally identifiable information. That's stuff that can identify you, right? Include from multiple sources, including third parties, marketing partners, data brokers, and service providers. So that means that they can give your name, address, phone, email, payment details, right? They could be combined with other databases that you never consented to. Think about that. You're giving your data to them, but they're saying, "Oh, we can basically give it to anybody we want. We can share that with other databases." And then even non-personal data like your IP address can still identify you, right? So you worried about privacy protection and identity theft? Be very careful, is all I'll say. Unlimited data use and sharing, they allow themselves to use your information, right? For any legally permissible purpose at our sole discretion, which basically means they can do anything like that with it. They can share it with unlimited third-party marketers. They can use it for telemarketing, text, email, direct mail, and ad targeting, right? They can continue to market to you explicitly unsubscribe and possibly even beyond through partners. So if you unsubscribe, you can still get hit by the other people, right? The other databases they've shared with. You have consented to telemarketing and robocalls, so now you're opening yourself up to spam calls. They reserve the right to pre-authorize your credit or debit card to determine your ability to pay even before an actual transaction. That's unusual and potentially risky if the company isn't reputable, as it could result in temporary or erroneous block holds on your account. Okay, see, this is why I do this sort of stuff, right? Your data can be stored and processed in any country, including the US, or with others with weaker privacy protections. Under the UK and EU standards like GDPR, this could mean your information loses certain legal protections, right? So again, you're opening yourself up here, guys. Weak security guarantees. They explicitly disclaim liability for data breaches. They're sharing it with all these other people, and they're saying they're not responsible for any data breach. They can change they can change the policy at any time and place the burden on you to keep checking for updates. That effectively means they can modify how they handle your data without directly informing you, right? So they could, I mean, this is bad enough, but right. They admit that third-party links may collect data independently and they accept no responsibility for those parties' practices. Another potential leak point. Their legal responsibility to you is capped at the value of the transactions or services provided. That means if they misuse your data, you can't effectively seek damages, right? So you won't be able to, like, if they, well, you get that, right? You can only ever get back what you put in, right? Very one-sided data harvesting agreement. It reads like something from a lead generation or marketing list broker, structured to collect, resell, and market aggressively using your data. This is a lead front, guys. That's what a lot of these companies do. It's like, they build a list of buyers and then that information is valuable to other companies because you're a buyer, you've got your credit card out, you've brought something. So you can hype up. I'm not saying these are hyped. I've got to be careful with my language here, but they put out like, the flavor of the moment type deal that's all hyped up and it's going to do this for you and you can get spillover and you can get this and it's great. So a lot of people go in, they take the credit card out, they buy. The data is more valuable than probably the business in some cases, from what I've read, right? Recommendations: do not enter real personal details, especially payment info, unless you absolutely trust the source. If you already did, unsubscribe immediately and consider monitoring for marketing spam or unusual credit activity. Right? This policy would not meet GDPR or UK Data Protection Act standards. So you may have legal grounds to refuse or withdraw consent. Okay. So they're putting out an agreement that does not match UK, right, and EU data protection. Right. So I'll go by the company there. So now I've asked it to compare to this one, right? So this is HBA. Privacy policy significantly more protective and transparent than the global one, right? And here it's like theirs is any legal permissible purpose at our sole discretion. These are limited to providing services, marketing and consent, legal obligations, internal analytics, right? And you know, explicitly says they do not sell your information or disclose it for money or valuable consideration. Okay, and I'll just come down here because it gave me a summary. Right. Where is the summary at the bottom here? If you have to choose which environment is safer and more aligned with compliant ethical marketing, HBA is much safer and more transparent. The only real concern with HBA is the breadth of data they naturally need, especially with Smart Post and Plaid, whatever. Oh, yeah, their new Smart Post thing. You must fully trust them operationally, but structurally, the policy is solid and user respecting. Okay, so where's this bit I was reading up here? I think there was a table. I can't find what I wanted now. But which one would you prefer? I'm growing up now. I'm being an adult. I'm being the adult in the room. I'm being grown up. There was something about it was about complaints. Uh, uh, uh. Yeah, it was. Where was it? It's really annoying. I can't find it. Um, Okay, so GVO is a long-running company with real products and many affiliates, so it's not a fake operation. However, reviews show recurring complaints about aggressive or predatory email marketing and spam, even after unsubscribing, billing access issues and frustration with support and cancellations, affiliates claiming unpaid commissions or feeling scammed, right? Scam Advisor scores GVO domains as average to good trust, suggesting they're likely legit but with risk factors. Legit, but with mixed reputation and serious red flags about marketing ethics, customer experience, and billing. HBA, been around for years with a visible community founders, a lot of positive third-party feedback on training quality and support. External reviews consistently praise the culture, leadership, accessibility, and value of tools and training, while noting that higher ticket upsells can feel expensive but optional. I don't see widespread complaints labeling HBA as scammy. Critiques tend to focus on pricing and upsells rather than ethics or fraud. Okay. Overall, reputable with a strong positive reputation in its niche, provided buyers understand it's a real business with upsells, not a magic bullet. Right. There you go, guys. If you're deciding which one to lean into as part of your brand, HBA is much safer from a reputation and compliance perspective than the other one. Right. So, I hope you understand, guys. I am not knocking you if you have done that business. I am not knocking anybody that is doing it. I am not knocking the business in itself. I think these things have their place. But all I'm saying to you is if you really want 2026, we're already in March. If you want it to be, if it's time, right? If it's time, last year me and Eric did a lot. And we grew up this year and it's like, yeah, it didn't work doing all these like multiple things, right? If it's time for you to grow up, at least check out what we've got going with HBA. We've got all the pages made for you. We've got leads we can give you, free leads. We can even get you free leads. We've got social media pack you can just go and promote. We teach you how to make shorts to promote it. I can show you how to get $100 credit to buy some more leads on top of the other free ones that I can get you. And you've seen the reputation, right? Between that and one of the things that are going around at the minute, right? And plus, it's dead simple. You want to make $1,000, you need 8 happy customers with HBA on the triple residuals pack, which most people keep. You want to make $4,000, you basically just need that. Was it 36? Let's call it 38 a couple to cover your costs. Let's say go a little bit beyond 38 happy customers. Job done, guys. Job done. Actually, let me just see, right? 4,000 is the average earnings that you need to cover. Divided by 128. Yeah, 32 happy customers. I know what I'd rather do. Anyway, I'll leave it up to you. I just thought I'd share that with you. Enjoy. Do what you will with the information. Maybe block me. Maybe you might, become a hater. That's cool because I'm sharing it. But I know where I'm happy. I know my reputation means something to me. Have a good day.